M. Night Shyamalan's M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan. How do you say that? Shyamalan. That's not even that hard. Okay. M. Night Shyamalan's new film, Trap, is dreadful, and I want to talk about it today because it annoys me how bad it is. I watched it the other night. My partner and I, we saw a trailer for it and we thought, do you know what, that looks really cool. So we tuned in, settled down for a couple of hours evening's entertainment, and it was dire. Let me start by saying the premise is actually really cool. It's basically a dad takes his daughter to a concert, and it turns out the concert is actually a giant sting by the FBI, and he is a serial killer, and they are trying to trap him at this concert, and he is trying to escape and get out of this rather sticky situation. But it is handled so badly that it actually physically upset me at times. So there's a few things I noticed at first that should have been warning signs that not everything was well. The concert was in the middle of the day. Is that a thing? Do you have concerts in the afternoon? I think there was a line at the beginning where the little girl says something like, oh, it's so great she's had this concert in the afternoon. And you're thinking, why? Is it because it would make it easier to catch this guy outside because it's daylight and he'd be easier to see? I mean, the whole film, or the first two acts, take place inside, and the outside sections are at night anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. The second thing I noticed is the auditorium or arena is full of chairs. Is that an American thing? Do you do that over there? Do you go and sit on chairs at concerts and just, watch politely? You scared of a little bit of jostling? Is that what it is? Really weird. I've never seen that before. I've been to loads of concerts. I have never seen chairs in the middle of the floor. So that should have been a red flag, because that was just weird. The dialogue is so lifeless and clunky, and nobody in real life speaks like these actors. It's not really the actor's fault. That is the writer's fault. It is just unnatural. M. Night Shyamalan has this way of writing characters to sound like dead, lifeless robots. This whole thing is about a serial killer. Maybe he's making some meta joke there. I don't really know. The plot is it's not good. So the FBI, led randomly by some British grandma. I did look that up. Why is the FBI profiler in Trap British? Turns out she was actually in the film Parent Trap. So M. Night Shyamalan is basically saying, hey, see what I did there? By putting her in it. It's a little joke, I guess. It was really funny. They are supposed to be setting up this elaborate operation to catch the most notorious serial killer in Philadelphia, yet they bumble through the whole thing like they've never even seen each other before. There's a bit where he walks into where they're all gathered and being briefed and just chills at the back listening to their briefing, and then robs a radio from them. Nobody notices this guy just stroll in and all right fellas, what's up? Oh, cheers for the radio. And he just walks off and he has an earpiece in so he can listen to the police conversations. The worst bit for me is he takes his daughter to a vendor stand to buy some merch. His daughter is about to get the merch when a horrible bratty little kid pushes in and says, I was here first or whatever. And the dad is like, let her have it, it's fine. The vendor absolutely creams his pants for this small token of generosity, makes this little speech about there's not enough love in the world nowadays, man, which is very woo-woo. Our main character, the serial killer, asks, why is there so many police here today? What's is there something going on? And the vendor confesses to him the whole plan. Why the vendor knows the plan in the first place, I have no idea. Are you telling me the FBI set this thing up and told every single worker there the intricate details of the operation and then hoped they wouldn't leak it by accident and things wouldn't get out? It is unbelievable. You'd put on this concert like normal. You wouldn't say you would maybe brief the staff and people working there that if they see anything suspicious or anyone acting suspicious to call a hotline or something and not approach. You would absolutely not tell them the details of the operation because they could just give it away, and this guy just gives it away under no pressure whatsoever. He's just immediate this is a sting to catch a serial killer, this is the safe word, Hamilton, and he just makes best friends with the serial killer within seconds. Are there people like that in real life? I mean, maybe. employee. They must get taken advantage of all the time. And then he invites him into a restricted access area to give him some merch for his daughter. They met 2 minutes ago. Like, how are you so friendly with this guy already? You know, they're looking for this guy. They don't know who the serial killer is. They're just looking for anyone suspicious. Our guy, the main guy, is in and out of this auditorium. He's hanging around vendor stalls and food stalls, and he's checking things out, and he's asking weird questions, and nobody thinks he's suspicious at all or reports him. Yet random other guys all around him are getting reported for being suspects. It's so stupid. It defies belief. And then obviously finally he figures the best way to get out is to befriend the pop star who's playing and get backstage. Contrivances aside, and there are many, I'm not going to go too deep into it, he befriends the pop star by telling her entourage that his daughter has cancer. So he gets to go backstage and meet her, and he takes her to the side and he basically says, look, I'm the serial killer. I've got a guy locked up at home, and he's got a little app on his phone that he can get push notifications, like in case like matey dies or something. And he's like, you take us out of here in this limo or I'll press the button, and he dies anyway. So the singer has, I guess, no choice at this point. So she loads them into the limo because they don't have to show ID or anything when leaving for plot reasons. And they get in the limo and they leave. He says to her, right, drop me and my daughter off here, and do not tell the police it was me. And what does she do? She says no. She says, no, I'd like to come to your house. What the f***? Why would you do that? Nobody in their right mind would do that. You would be like, sure, yeah, okay. You'd pull over, go driver, pull over, you'd let them out. As soon as they off, you'd be on the phone to the police. That guy is the serial killer. I know the jeopardy is that he threatens to kill the guy he's got captive. He's gonna kill him anyway. He's a serial killer, for sakes. She goes to his house to try and save the day, and what you just would not put yourself in that position. Like, it is super dangerous. She goes to his house, she sits down with his family for dinner and drops all these hints to his wife, like, you ever seen the butcher and your husband in the same room together? And it is just insane. Oh, the reason it's done like this is because, believe it or not, the singer is M. Night Shyamalan Rovers' daughter. So this is one big vanity project, nepotism, to showcase his daughter's mixtape, because you are watching an hour and a half of her on stage pretty much singing, and she's not a bad singer, right? I'll give her that. The songs are serviceable, actually. I have no problems with her music. I thought it was fine. Acting though, whoa, steady. She is not good. I feel a bit sorry for her, actually, because I think it's harsh to put her in a position where she's going to be seen by millions of people and she sucks, and she is probably getting torn apart on social media and by people like me. So I'm going to leave off a little bit. She is not a good actor, put it that way. And anyway, she tries to save the day. She locks herself in the bathroom with his phone. Rather than ringing the police, gets on social media, tells her fans to look for this certain address so they can save the person he's holding captive. And it's ridiculous. And then he gets in, he opens the door, he kidnaps her, he manages to escape twice more from the police, and then it just ends with him finally getting arrested. And the big twist, because it's an M. Night Shyamalan film, is that his wife ratted him out. Do you know how she ratted him out? Basically, he had these safe houses where he was going to plan murders and things like that. She went and left a receipt to the concert at one of these houses so the police would know he was going to be at this concert. Why didn't she just ring the police and be like, I think my husband is the butcher you're looking for? Who knows? Don't know. Don't care. It was dog shit. It is one of the worst films I've ever seen, and I don't say that lightly. I absolutely hated it. It's made me angry. I really just wanted to do this rant today to express my distaste and my disdain, because I love films, I love movies that I did not like. I'm angry it wasted my time. It offended me, and not in the way like, oh, I'm offended by everything. It offended me because it was objectively dog shit. and I hated it. And I wanted to rant about it. So thank you for listening to my rant today. I don't know what this is going to be. I'm probably going to drop a video every week about my thoughts on certain topics, you know. So if you like that kind of thing, then tune in. You know, I just thought it might be fun. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I guess I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Who this? New shit, crusade, new wave, new drip, toupee, they trip, suitcase, my name.